Hi guys, this is Namkraftvn and welcome back to the Starcraft English commentary. You're gonna be watching the winner set 1 of ASL Season 18, aka ASL Season 1, Group A of round of 24, and Queen versus Barracks is gonna be what we have here. Queen has defeated 1127, and Barracks surprisingly defeated Rain. I guess maybe not so surprising after all, after we've kind of seen what kind of practicing routine these players are going for. Rain notably is known notoriously to just be playing some other random games and not Starcraft. Okay, those guys look really familiar. Not so sure where they've seen them. By the way, anybody going to Seoul to watch these games? Where is Flash? Flash is dead. God is dead. Like they often say in those apocalyptic, I don't know, demonstrations on the street. Yeah. So this map, Deja Vu. I actually haven't seen enough games on this map to actually have a say as to what matters here. It looks just kind of like a very standard map to me. It looks a bit like retro. Although there's one thing we could say that if you are expanding, you're gonna be on the low ground after that. So if, for example, the Zerg is able to have, oh, that girl is really nice looking. Excuse me, if the Zerg player is able to contain a Terran with, for example, massive Hydras or something like that against Bio or massive Lurkers on the high ground, they're going to be having a very nice advantage. But anyways, let me just quickly grab some, some photo and some stats for you. So this is what the map looks like without the fog of war. And once again, the map stat for Zerg versus Terran, Deja Vu, 64.8% for Zerg. So Queen is gonna be able to have a nice advantage going into this map. And into this series here after that humiliating defeat in the previous ASL. We all know and remember those crazy games, right? Alright, back to this game. What's happening here? Looks like Barracks has discovered Queen right away. And with the way that these players are spawning, Mutalists won't have a good time attacking in the mid game here because they will go to the expansion first, and Barracks is gonna be just covering those mineral line with turrets before he actually cover up his main and his choke. So we shall see. The first ZVT we've seen in this group was kind of very interesting with Devil Factory and Dropship play. I personally won't think we have that same build again this time around. So let's see what Queen and Barracks have prepared for us. Let me just quickly once again grab the stats so that you can all be reminded of the performance of these players. So here they are. Barracks is slightly better than Queen in terms of Elo scores. And in terms of win rate, in the last 30 days, Queen has got a 50% win rate against Terran, and Barracks has got a 72% win rate against Zerg. The number of games is kind of small for Barracks, only 29 games, but maybe it's indicative of what we might see of him in the upcoming battles here. We are going to be having some Zerling chasing the SCV away. SCV almost dead here, so the Marine is going to have to come out here to support. The SCV dies. The Marine's going to back up as well. And going to be gearing up to very standard Bio versus Mutab game here for Queen. Queen takes the Spire at around 3 minutes and about 55 seconds here. And he's going to be looking forward to go for that third hatchery on this map. As you can see, the bases on this map are kind of sparse. They're kind of in the open as well, so it's not like Dominator where you can kind of easily hide a map or hide a hatchery. Excuse me. On this map, I think it's a little bit harder for Zerg to hide the hatcheries, and actually Terran doesn't have to invest a lot of scans to discover what the Zerg place is going to be going for. Look at Queen's expression. He's actually like not really looking. What is he looking at? Okay, maybe his screen is, on the... Okay, he's looking at another place, and maybe the camera is off or something like that, because Barracks is looking directly at the camera, but Queen is looking to the side. So maybe he's paying attention to something else. You know, it's like you play some instruments, you play the piano or the guitar, and you don't really need to look at the instruments because you know everything by heart. You're gonna be looking at some other details. For example, the person you know ahead of you or something like that. So maybe that's what's happening. Anyways, a hatchery going up at the 11:30. Of course, this hatchery is very easy to spot. Very easy to attack as well because it's on the low ground. So let's see how good Queen is, and we've seen in some of the previous ZVT that the Zerg player would just need to hold on and defend against drop with Scourges and Mutualists after the initial Mutualist harassment is over, and just pray to God that they can get up to Hive Tech and Defiler Tech. Okay, look at Queen. You know, it looks like he needs a massage. He needs a massage because he's actually, you know, not actually paying attention to the game. He's looking somewhere else. He's scratching his head. Maybe he didn't take a shower. Maybe his wife is giving him some good time. And, you know, his body is aching or something like that. I'm not so sure if he's married. Anyways, the first Mooch is going to be coming out here. And, yeah, Barracks got the right timing. So the turrets are up. The Marines are in position. Sometimes in this kind of scenario, I wonder if it's actually worth it to actually go for the bunker. But looks like this time around, he's not going to be going for a bunker. One SCV sniped right away. And this Mooch is going to back up possibly because only 4 Mooches is not good. And 3 turrets is just the right number here. And the bunker goes up. Marine is going to try to attack the Mutualists. But we're going to be having Zerg coming in to support us. Wow, look, this is unnecessary damage. I think that Barracks taking actually doesn't need to be so far out with his Marine. And finally, he's going to be able to finish his bunker. So the game is going to just completely nullify. The third hatchery is up. The game of cat and mouse and defense versus offense is just going to be going on here. The Mutual is going to try to attack. It looks like Queen with his double extractor is just going to be pumping non-stop Mutualists here for the timing. He's not going to be going up to any kind of other tech, or maybe we'll see. But in these kind of scenarios, the Zerg player has some options here. A player like Shine might, you know, just suddenly stop making Mutualists and go for something else. But looks like Queen is going to dedicate his efforts here. Looks like +1 is done on the Medic Marine, so they're going to be able to get on the high ground. They need to get this high ground advantage because fighting against Mutualists on the low ground is not a good scenario where you want to be in. A nice stim here, but good for Queen to dive, and he's attacking nicely. One Mutualist snipe, a second one dead. The group of bio is sending out, so it's going to be time for Barracks to return home and kind of, okay, he's stimming back and forth, but he's going to be once again fighting on the low ground. I don't know if you fight on the low ground against Mutualists on the high ground, do you still take for 100% damage, or do you actually have a miss chance? I think there's a miss chance, although I'm not so sure. So if you are playing, I don't know, Zerg versus Terran, or if you're just a good Starcraft person in general, please tell me, do the ground units take full hit against flying objects when the flying object is on the high ground? Anyways, Mitch is gonna try to come in here and start to attack the turrets. One snipe once again we have 11 Mitchels, 3 of which are damaged, but there's gonna be able to still do a lot of damage. And Queen is doing a good job of rotating, and he's completely playing by the book, you know, using Mutualists to slow down the Medic Marines as well as teching up slowly here. And he's chosen his third base as a place to actually tech up. And it looks like for the time being, Barracks is of course not, you know, not aware of that base location. I don't think he's even scanned. We have not even seen the Korean commentators showing us where Barracks is scanning. But we're gonna be having more attack here, and the Mutualists have reached this high ground area. It looks like Barracks' decision is gonna be to move out. Is he moving out? He's gonna be losing one Barracks. That's freaking ridiculous. Okay, looks like that Barracks is able to actually produce one last Marine, and Barracks is gonna move out now, and that will force this Mutualist back. Nice, you know, attack from the left side here, and Queen is not being paying attention. Nice scan. Very good timing of the Medic Marines actually discover where Queen's next base is. And I always wonder, it's actually worth it to hide your Hydrodent and Queen's Nest in your third base, because that place is so easy to get assaulted in the late game. Maybe the Queen's Nest don't really matter, but maybe the Hydrodent is very important. Looks like this bio is gonna just be out here and try to drive the Mutualist closer to his homes, closer towards Queen's homes. And not towards Barracks main here. Looks like Hive is going to get taken here, and the game of Cat and Mouse is going to be going on. Single starport, single factory, one tank, no upgrades yet on the machine shop, so we might see tank siege upgraded a little bit later. For the time, it's just going to be the bio ball who takes the charge here. +1 carapace done on the Mutualist, which is going to be able to give them a little bit boost of defense. And Medic Marine is going to start to move across the map. This is a long and arduous march to go all the way towards, you know, that top left, and we do have some lurkers mopping the area. Not a good good location for this bio to be. They're kind of separated by the mineral patches here. And witches are doing good damage. There's still 11 witches remaining, and we're gonna be having some more nice attacks, but looks like the witches gonna back up. The tank's gonna be waiting patiently at home. The first bio ball is coming out, and we need to have some lurkers. Can Queen actually afford stop lurkers somewhere on this map, because this map is rather large? So if he sends out 1 or 2 lurkers out in the front, he's gonna be able to just cover those areas and surprise the Terran army if he's not scanning correctly. We're gonna be seeing the second tank now. Nice scan to see how many lurkers are in the area. So for the time, I think Barracks is gonna be having a lot of difficulty to penetrate this area. It might be better for him to actually try to switch to drop or something like that, but for the timing, he's gonna be going for Valkyries. +1 armor is done on the bio, so everything is going by the textbook. For these 2 players, the Valkyrie can actually start to attack the Overlords now. If they are careful enough, they're going to take out those Overlords without any kind of problem. He's just going to try to find out, and Valkyrie's going to find the Mutants. The Mutants are trapped in the middle. Wow, and Queen has done a smart move to split them up, but they're going to get chased back, as well as the double Overlord's going to get destroyed. So that's a slight mismaneuver there by Queen. He needs to kind of hold on. The final mount is done, so I guess technically I think Queen can hold now, but the tank is going to be coming out. He's going to switch to Greater Spire. He's going to try to do something else, because he needs to make a lot of Sunkens ASAP. The tanks are here. I think Siege mode is done, or maybe almost done. And we're going to be having Michus is waiting on the high ground. Yeah, Siege mode is done. Just 2 tanks is enough to hold against this. We do have some lurkers, and they're going to be scrambling to get in position behind the first wall of defense. The Sunkens are going to be falling. The Valkyrie's going to have to fall back. 1 Valkyrie gets sniped right away, but there's going to be a Defiler in the back, and looks like another Valkyrie almost dead here. Yeah, the Valkyrie died. The tank's sieging correctly. The Michus will not be able to attack. They're gonna have to go over and hide back. Marines are gonna start to attack now, and looks like there is gonna be just way too many tanks, but the Michus are still alive, so we need to be careful, because if the number of Marines kind of fall down, then Michus will actually come in and finish off the tank here. There's only a couple of Marines remaining. Looks like Consume is done. I don't know about Dark Swarm, but Consume is done. We do have the Dark Swarm, so the lurker's gonna be inside the Dark Swarm, and the tank's gonna unsiege now. So safe by the bell once again by Queen. These tanks better unsiege now. Come on, get out of there, Barracks. And he's gonna have to get back and just kind of hold the high ground outside of Queen's location. He's gonna try to force as many Dark Swarm as possible, but now I think Queen is in a very comfortable position, and the game is just gonna be very easy for Queen to play now. You need to just pay attention. Do not scratch your head or face or shoulder or whatever. Pay attention and allow a maximum of 10 not 10, maybe a second delay between what the guy is doing and what you need to react to. We've seen in some games where the Zerg just react way too slowly, and you know, he loses a large amount of force. What is he doing? How? Okay, he was able to attack with splash damage. The tank's gonna get attacked by the Mutalists now. The Mutalists are still alive, and we're gonna be having Marines attacking. Defiler getting sniped. 1 more Defiler on the left side, taking out the Defiler. The tanks are gonna be sieging, and what is it? We need to scan. He scans and take out both lurkers, so 0 lurkers, and Hydras could not be able to do any kind of damage. Another attack in the front at the third base. Mutalists are actually quite numerous though, so these bio ball is gonna destroy. Snipe the hatchery. Take out the hatchery. If you can take out the hatchery, that is, oh my god, looks like Barracks has been busted on several fronts. The hatchery is gonna get sniped. Queen is gonna be losing his first game, and we're gonna head towards the next game. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, buy me a coffee. The link to that is gonna be in the video description. There's no way for Queen to come back here, and he will need to try again in the next part of the game. He's gonna be losing this hatchery as well. The Marine's gonna try to snipe it. The Lurker's gonna get in position, but it's not gonna be enough. It's way too late. The hatchery falls, and Queen is down to just a single hatchery. He's just enjoying life now. He's just gonna go on a kind of vacation mode now with the rest of his forces. Can he do something? Can he try to come back? He's gonna try to come back, because Barracks has not taken the third base. So maybe Queen thinks that he's gonna have enough to fight here, but he won't have nothing. He has nothing. He doesn't even have lurkers. He's gonna be able to actually cast a single Dark Storm. And GG from Queen. Buy me coffee. See you soon. Bye bye.